Hey everyone, we're here to play some more Terran Conflict. Today we're going to build our complex. And I actually like this view. It's from Legends Home. It's about, here you can see the OTAS headquarters and the Federal Argon Shipyard. I just really like this view. And it's pretty over there. For the first thing we're going to need to do is actually buy ourselves a mammoth. We have more than enough money because I've done a couple of missions in between, and yeah, I was planning on originally just hiring one, but this is so much easier. Now we own a mammoth. This is our first capital-sized ship. Got myself a new mammoth and all that. It uses 200, I mean, not 20. There. Okay, it is now docked at the Federal Argon Shipyard. And I am now going to just start buying all the stuff I need. For example, first thing I need is a large silicon mine. Just load that in there. A large crystal fab. Load that in there. Kahuna. Ooh, okay, I'm out of space. Cattle ranch. And some complex construction kits. Yeah, okay, it wasn't that much, but still. I'm going to tell this guy first, just dock at the HQ.
Command accepted.
And here we have him. Here's our transporter. It's so nice to see to have one of these. I was doing a couple of missions in between because, well, that's fun. And, well, now I am actually a very good friend of the Argon. And the Boron, pretty much, and Teladi, I do believe. The hero of the Federation is, I think that's the maximum reputation you can get with him, so I just did a couple of hit missions, basically. You can get missions worth like 2 or 3 or 4 million just to kill someone. You pop out of the gate and you just fly over there and then you murder the faces in. It's so easy to do and you get so much money. It's as you can see, the mammoth is not that fast, but that doesn't really matter too much because it's not meant to be. You're meant to protect it yourself and all that. Also, as you can see, you can actually dock other ships to this ship, which is actually a pretty good thing because that just means I can actually use this to pick up all the ships I have laying spread all over the place. So since, yeah, I do actually have ships all over the place. So, and this is going to help me to actually get them. And now it's time to see how we actually build stations here. It's way simple. It used to actually be a lot less simple, but let's see, special. And here we got drop station. I'm going to start with a silicon mine because I need silicon first and foremost. Build it right there.
Command accepted.
And that is it. In X2 there actually used to be more of an animation where you see them being actually built, but they removed that in this one. I don't know why, but they did. Okay, let's see, let's just make sure it's in a there should be fine.
Accepted.
Yes, now we see these a couple of times. Now we've got a crystal fab up and running. Then we just go and drop a complex construction kit. It's too far away, damn it. I keep on forgetting what the actual range on these things are. Let's see, let's build one more in the middle there and it should be fine. That has to be close enough, it has to be. Complex construction kit, silicon mine and cattle ranch. This one is not going to stay, so doesn't matter too much where I place it. Just have to make sure it's in a position where I can more easily use it later. Let's put it there for sure. And now you see it like this, and I can actually show you guys. No, well, I'm gonna have to go and get some more energy cells for my mammoth, but I'm going to quickly go closer to here so you can see so far what has been done. because it is kind of interesting how they build this up and such. By tubes. Yep, that's how they do it. Tubes. Plenty of tubes. You can see it basically just connects it by tube over a long distance, and then it goes comes out of this building. They construct the hub, and then other people, factions and such, actually go and dock there to trade. Let's see, I need some energy cells. Solar power plant, there's one down here. Because I might as well, I'm thinking I'm just going to buy all the ore mines and silicon mines first.
Command accepted.
Because I'm going to need to connect them up anyways. So I might as well try to connect as many of them with as few stations as possible. And to do that I need to actually drop them first. Because I don't want all the stations just scattered all over the place. Usually I want to have them at least kinda sorta close to each other. As much as I can anyways. Now just stop the last ones. As it is, my station is not going to be able to support this many mines at the same time though. So I'm going to have to turn them off. Which is actually something you can do. You can turn off different stations. Which is actually a very good thing. Because you're going to need to do that later on. Because, well, you don't want everything on at the same time. Let's see. I'm going to place up my main one right now actually. Because you can change the direction and such of what you're making. Yeah, here seems fine. Let's just drop this on there and there. And move. You can actually, as you can see here, you can actually see the station moving around when you're, placing it. Yeah, I think there looks good. Okay, I'm just going to have to look at it while. Let's see. You can actually change where it goes and all that. Oh crap! One of them is on num lock 7. Damn it! And now we have the main. What's going to be the main the complex hub. I can actually connect the hubs together later on as well. I'm just going to have to buy a lot of stuff. And with this you can actually see prices and all that I've put for it. It keeps all the money that's in there. And actually for now let's just put this to maximum. Just because I can and I have the money for it, so why the fuck not? Actually let's give it a ton more. This way I am sure that someone will come and sell crystals to us. And it will start making silicon wafers. Well, we are now getting extremely close to finishing this jumble of a station.
Complex hub.
As you can see here, it's now far enough that it only needs a solar power plant to actually power this part. But I'm going to connect this to this part next turn. I just need to have all I need now is 2 more stations and 3 complex construction kits.
Mammoth.
And I'm actually going to have at the very least a simple, very simple station, and that's going to work at the very least, and it's going to give me an infinite amount of energy. Once this is done, we have basically won the game. Basically, because at that point we have an infinite loop. Then it's just a matter of time.
You are talking.
And now to add the last joint, and it's done. Our first complex is completed almost. I still need to buy another solar power plant, some more wheat factories, some space fuel factories, and then it's going to be proper done. For now it's simply put, it's done. I can show you what I mean with that.
Complex hub.
Information. As you see here, it has no resources it needs, and it will be able to buy and make everything itself. But you can actually also go through here and actually tell them to stop production. Seeing as this will not have enough to actually feed all of this, I am going to need to shut down everything I don't need. The large cattle ranch goes off. The medium cattle ranch goes off. I need this one needs to go off. This needs to go off. I have enough to supply one large crystal fab. Let's see, one crystal fab, kahuna, cattle, silicon, and solar. Yep, that should be exactly what I need to make an infinite loop. I'm just going to go and get myself some resources, and then I'm going to show you guys how the infinite loop works. Once I press enter now, it's going to start. Enter. I'm just going to undock because I want to have a SETA on. Then I quickly go into here. Oh, it's going to have to talk over there, but whatever. Just put the speed up.
And central docking ports of a large factory production
facility. Now you can see it's producing me some energy cells from all the crystals, and said energy cells is going to be used to make cattle and silicon, which is then again used to make some meat steak kahuna. Once that been, yeah, that there it starts. And now these will now just sit here and make more and more of each of those. And there it goes. Now it's making crystals for me as well. And as I said, this is a very efficient one as well, because it makes a lot more energy out. You get a lot more energy out of it than you put into it. I don't think I'm going to be expanding it too much yet. Although once I get myself another solar power plant, I am going to expand it. Once it's done with a couple of circles until it has enough crystals that I'm sure that it will not, just shit out and stop producing. It's a pretty simple circle and it works. You will have an infinite supply of energy out of that, and that's as simple as it is, really. Still, everything is now connected, and the complex hub is producing. Yeah. Well, the station is now mostly complete. All of the base work is done. The only things that are left are the money makers. The one for space fuel and ore. Also, if you have a look up here, you can actually see when I go down here, it goes through images and such. Random. It said like that. The image you see there is actually a character from the previous X3 game. So that's her face keeps popping up there. It's strange. There's quite a few graphical bugs like that in this game actually. So yeah. So the station is now producing on maximum capacity for all of the basic wares, and it will keep on making these, and it will be productive at all times, except that I intentionally made it go a little bit in minus. I used a factory calculator for this, and you can actually find factory calculators online pretty easily. And let me say it like this, it's a very good thing to do, because you can get such accurate stations through that, instead of having to do the math yourself and all that. For example, I'm going to be minus a little bit silicon, a little bit energy, and a little bit crystal each hour. But that is fine, because those are all things that they're all a little bit in minus. It doesn't matter too much, so everything is fine. Yeah, but now that the station is complete, and it looks a little bit strange, I'm going to call it a day. So, thank you all for watching. I hope to see you guys next video.